Hello and welcome to my presentation on research methods assignment 6. Descriptive statistics. There are 7 descriptive statistics. These are mean, this is the average of all data or the central value, and it's calculated by adding all the data and then divided it by how many numbers of data there is. The mode. This is the most common / popular value in the set of data. The median can be described as the middle number in a set of data. The range, this is the difference between the lowest number in the data and the highest value. Standard deviation, skewness, where the point or peak of the curve is, and if it's on the left it's negative, in the center it is equal, and positive would be on the right. The kurtosis, this shows how flat / steep a curve is in a set of data. If it is above the middle, it is positive, in the middle it is equal, and below is negative. The inferential statistics. These are used to examine similarities and differences in a set of data. They provide proof and reliability that the differences and similarities didn't just happen spontaneously, but have constant and accurate results. Sport and exercise science accept a maximum of 5% level of chance mark because no set of data is going to be consistently fit. So this acts as an error range to make sure the results are as accurate as possible before becoming inaccurate. We also use a significant level of P is less than or equal to 0.05, which basically equals to the 5% level of chance. And we use a significant level for the same reason. The results only have a 5% chance of being wrong if they are in this range or occur by chance. Parametric and non-parametric. You gain the inferential statistics from inferential tests. There are 2 types of these tests. Parametric, these are used for tests that give interval or ratio data. Interval data is data that is based on a scale that has equal intervals of measurements with equal values between each score. For example, in diving, Tom Daly scored 8 on his first dive and 8.5 on the second. Ratio data is data that can be multiplied or divided. It cannot have negative values and will have proportional equal units. For example, Manchester United scored 6 goals, and Liverpool scored 3. So Manchester United scored twice as many goals as Liverpool. Non-parametric. These are tests used to gain nominal or ordinal data. Nominal data is where categories are created for the athletes, for example, grouping of strikers in the league. Ordinal data is data where the data is ranked in an order. For example, in tennis they are ranked with Rafael Nadal being 1 and Roger Federer being in number 2. However, it doesn't state how much better Rafael Nadal is better to Roger Federer, who is ranked 1 and ranked 2. These are all the inferential tests, and this is a table showing what each test tests for and what type of data it also tests for, so parametric or non-parametric. T-tests. There are 2 types of t-tests. These are dependent and independent. Dependent tests are one that will test the same group more than once doing the same activity. And independent t-tests are tests that either test different groups of people or test the same group but on different activities. For example, the netball or basketball shooting test we participated in would be an independent test, as it is looking for differences and it was in more than one activity. All t-tests for differences. All t-tests test for differences in the research and conclude the mean result of the data. However, the data they are researching must have some similarities or resemblance. Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient test. Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient test is a parametric test that is used to test for relationships. This test is not used to show the correlation values, which means the test doesn't show how strong or weak the relationships are, which is the R value. Instead, it tests whether the relationship or correlation between two variables is significant. The Mann-Whitney U test. This is a non-parametric test, so we'll give data that is either ratio or interval data. You would use this test when you have ranked data. For example, tennis players are ranked in order from 1, as I said earlier. The Mann-Whitney U test tests the mean and significance of two groups. These groups would be independent groups. When sampling two groups of the same size, you create a U value, which determines the significance levels of the data. It also tests the differences. Spearman's rank order correlation test. This is a non-parametric test that is the same as Pearson's product test, as it tests the relationship between sets of data. You use this when you have ranked data. Furthermore, it uses ordinal data. Finally, it uses the R value to decide the significance of the relationship between the two sets of data.